Now, I must say this. I have to get this off of my chest, man. Anybody who does not press the like button on this video, that means that you would allow Rhea Ripley to fuck you in your ass with a strap-on dildo. Now, I bet you're wondering, why am I going to that extreme? Because I see it all the time on social media of you weirdo wrestling fans that would allow Rhea Ripley to fuck you in your ass with a strap-on dildo. I'm not capping, I've seen it online. There's marks that are saying they would love to get fucked behind by Rhea Ripley. Which is strange. Dude, you wrestling fans, you take it too far. You take it to the extreme. It's like, wow, it's not that serious. So by me saying this, you would punish this video just to get fucked in your ass by Rhea Ripley? That's wild. So you don't want to press the free like button just to get fucked in your ass by a woman? So you are saying, you know what? Nah, man, I cannot press the like button because I want to get fucked on my ass by a woman. Hey, look, man, I'm not here to judge. That's you. That can't be me, man. That is wild. That's weird, man. You want to get fucked in your ass by a woman? Hey, yo, man, I'm not here to judge, but to me, that's weirdo stuff by not pressing a free like button. This video should be over 100 likes. Now, what do I think about All Elite Wrestling Collision? It was an average show that fell off the rails after Wardlow was forced to job out. Look, man. Look, I'm not saying Wardlow should be Hulk Hogan. I'm not saying Wardlow should be booked like Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm not saying Wardlow should be booked like Roddy Piper. So, I'm not saying that. I'm saying you need some diversity when it comes to your roster. It's like, this is weird. It's like, how come Orange Cassidy is undefeated this year and Wardlow is not? And they are both champions. Make that make sense. Why are you valuing 160-pound Orange Cassidy over Wardlow, who looks like a star based on his look? Yes, bitch, looks matter in professional wrestling. Let me try to rewind that for you. Looks matter in professional wrestling. If Dwayne Johnson was 5'8" back in the late 90s, would he be a star? That's a great question. If The Rock was the size of Orange Cassidy during the Attitude Era against Stone Cold Steve Austin, would we know who he is? Would Vince push him? Would he get over at that size? No. Wrestling is all about cosmetics. Your looks is what sells the product, not your skills. I'm sorry. Hogan sold the product based on his charisma and his look and his character. Dude, I became a wrestling fan not for the matches. I became a wrestling fan for the larger than life characters who don't look like me, who look like superheroes. You are dropping the ball with Wardlow. And here's what I mean. They don't push any big guys. So yes, I have to continue to make these videos. He don't push any big men. Miro, where has he been? At home, seeing his wife, possibly seeing other men. Okay? What about Big Cass? Jobber. Hobbs, stop and start pushes. Wardlow, he's a joke. Do you see a pattern? Name me a current big man that he's pushing. That's crazy. So Tony Khan is booking OC like he's Gunther, the Ring General. Hold on, Wardlow should be your Gunther. Dude, Gunther, he is being built like an attraction. He's 6'5", 6'4", 250. He has a great look. He looks like a monster. He looks like a foreign heel monster that people are actually paying to see. Wardlow should be your Drew McIntyre. Like, I don't get it. He should be your Drew Mac. He should be your Dave Batista. It's like, look, I feel like Johnny G, he missed out on a lot of money, right? Johnny G is a jobber on Raw. I feel like he dropped the ball. I made videos about why he should have went to All Elite Wrestling. I felt like he made a huge mistake going back to the WWF. Because why would you go there? They would not value you. If you were to go to All Elite Wrestling, dude, Johnny G would be in multiple main events because Tony Khan, he jerks off to small men. Where is the lie? Why is Jungle Boy about to fight for the World Heavyweight IWGP Championship? He is a lightweight. Like, logically speaking, he doesn't weigh enough to fight for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. But Tony Khan, man, he's pushing that narrative by claiming he's some heavyweight. Dude, he's not a fucking heavyweight. Jack Perry is not a fucking heavyweight. That's crazy. So, Jack Perry is about to fight for the IWGP title and not Wardlow. It's like, dude, you gotta push at least one big guy. You don't gotta push 10 big men at the same time, but you gotta push at least one. You gotta push one, dog. This is weird. So, Wardlow was beaten by Luchasaurus. And I had a huge problem with that. And here's why. Go back and watch Wardlow's walk to that ring. Go back and look at his entrance. He looked miserable. He looked pissed off. He looked like he did not want to be there because he knew he was about to drop that belt once again. So he's dropping the belt multiple times in a meaningless fashion. First to Joe, that was embarrassing. He lost to Hobbs, that was embarrassing. He lost to Luchasaurus in an embarrassing fashion. Dude, Tony Khan would never do this to Orange Cassidy. Oh yeah, and I saw the promo that CM Junk cut on All Elite Wrestling Collision last night. And yeah, I saw that he mentioned CM Junk, the nickname. There was a guy in the crowd that held up a CM Junk sign. And CM Junk saw it and he talked about it. Now, we all know where that nickname came from. That nickname came from this channel. Don't fucking believe what anybody else says, man. I say CM Junk in every fucking video. That guy is my highest numbered videos. I get my most views by talking about CM Junk. Look back at all my videos. In fact, he is the reason why people know about this channel. CM Junk helped fucking blow up this channel. People do watch me, okay? I got millions of views on this channel. People do watch me. Wrestling is a small niche category. So of course, there's people who do know who the fuck I am. And they are very familiar with my nicknames that I give people. Nobody was saying CM Junk before me. I say in all my videos, man. In fact, his fans hate me for it. Every time I say CM Junk's name, people get pissed off that I call him that. So by that same logic, nobody was calling him CM Junk before me on a decent sized platform like I have, which is not big, but hey, people do watch me. I started the CM Junk trend. Now people are starting to really wake up to that name now. Dude, the reason Tony Khan puts big men on TV because he feels obligated to do so, right? But he jobs them out. Dude, he jobs out Joe, he jobs out Wardlow, he jobs out Saurus, he jobs out Miro, he jobs out Big Cass. Nobody gives a flying fuck about Big Cass. Dude, I see on Twitter, right? I say like a couple of months back, that little dwarf from New York said that Big Cass was going to be the next Kevin Nash in All Elite Wrestling. It's crazy that you idiots take that little dwarf seriously when it comes to his opinions. Like, what are you seeing that I'm not seeing? You said Big Cass was going to be the next Kevin Nash? Are you insane? He's been jobbing ever since you said that dumbass statement on your Twitter page. That's wild. It's like, you gotta push at least one big man. All your big men can't be jobbers. All your big men can't be in the category of they are not being booked well. But all your small men are being booked great. It shouldn't get to a point where Wheeler Useless is booked stronger than your TNT champion Wardlow. That means that, bruh, there's tons of evidence that are just piling up that you don't like big men. It's like, look, Jay White was very, very smart for going to All Elite Wrestling. He was smart as hell. He knows Khan is a mark. He knows Khan jerks off to small men. That's why I think Jay White didn't go to the WWF. Because he knows Khan jerks off to small wrestlers. He knows every week he will be booked strong. Right? His 4 pillars are not 6 feet. So he looks at a cornerstone of a company to be his size. Make that make sense. So your 4 cornerstones of your company are not 6 feet. It's like, make that make sense. It's like, I've never seen it in my life. I can name all the ECW pillars. They were all different. They did not look the same. You had New Jack, Tommy Dreamer. You had Sandman. All these guys look different. You had Mike Awesome, Taz. All these men look different in their own way. You can look at the OVW 4 pillars. They all looked different. Cena, Dave, Brock, Orton. They all looked different. They were not all the same size. They were all different in their own way. You can't have your 4 pillars can't reach 6 feet tall. Look here, man. Max is not 5'11". Are you stupid? It's like, you kids are so easily worked. Do you know what a build height is? A build height is when your wrestling promoter adds on 3 more inches to your height on paper. Which means, in reality, Max is like 5'9", 5'8". He's not 5'11", right? Shawn Michaels was listed as 6'1", but come on, man, we all know he was 5'10", right? It's called a build height. It's not real. John Cena, he's 5'11". He ain't no damn 6'1". It's all a build height. Big E is not 5'11". He's like 5'9", 5'8". Don't get worked by a build height. JD McDonuts is not 5'10", because by that same logic, Finn Balor, his build height is 5'11". He's not 5'11", okay? Don't get worked. Carmelo Hayes is not 5'10". He's 5'8". Don't get worked. But I want to get back to Orange Cassidy, man. I'm like, what is going on here? It's like, I'm not going crazy here. You don't think that's a problem? It's like, when Wardlow got pinned, that crowd did not give a fuck. That is a Tony Khan problem. Nobody cared that Soros beat Wardlow. Nobody cared. Nobody was shocked either. Make that make sense. Nobody was shocked that Wardlow lost. That is not his fault. That's a Khan problem. Nobody takes Wardlow seriously. Nobody takes that title seriously. Now, when Gunther, the Ring General, when he finally takes that pin, people will care. People are wondering who will beat Gunther. Nobody's saying who is going to beat Wardlow because nobody cares. That title is not more prestigious than a 24/7 title. That's what it is. Nobody cares about this belt. When you book that belt like a joke, the guy holding it becomes a bigger joke. When will we take him seriously? If Wardlow was to face Max, would you take that match seriously? No, you would not. Tony Khan dropped the ball on this guy. Like I said, once CM Junk got injured and he was forced to drop that belt, I said Wardlow should be in that battle royal and he should be crowned the new interim world champion. Khan did not see it that way. Khan did not put him in that battle royal even though he was hot. He was red hot. He was white hot. And yet Khan did not put him in that battle royal. So, like I said, you gotta strike while the iron is hot, and he didn't strike. And now Wardlow will never get to that level, right? When Wardlow came out tonight, that crowd didn't say a word. That crowd didn't pop whatsoever. Whose fault is that? That's not Wardlow's fault. Wardlow is booked like a joke. But Orange Cassidy, he's booked like Gunther. That's weird. So Wardlow got beaten by a big guy. The last two guys that have beaten him have been big men. No, three. Joe, big guy. Hobbs, big guy. Soros, big guy. But Orange Cassidy, he's beating big men in a dominant fashion. It's like, look, man, that shit right there, that makes me not like Orange Cassidy. Seriously, how can you blame me? Dude, I do not like Orange Cassidy anymore. It's like his push is burying people without him actually wrestling those people. His push makes Miro look bad. His push makes Hobbs and Wardlow look bad. His push makes Ricky Starks look bad. Because how come Starks don't got that kind of push? That's what I'm saying. Like, how come all the big men in this company are all dead? Lance Archer, he's gone. Lance Archer could have been your Braun Strowman, but no, Lance was used to put over big names. He was used to be a jobber. Now, Big Cass, he now has the Lance Archer role. So I'm saying, if you are a big man, why are you signing with this company? Unless you want the money, it's not worth it. Now, let's say hypothetically, let's say Jacob Fatu was to come here. He would be a jobber. If Hammerstone was to come here, he would be a jobber. So You people, stop begging for Hammerstone to come here. Are you insane? What proof do you have that Hammerstone will be a star in All Elite Wrestling? He will not. Right? That's what I mean by Johnny Gargano made a huge mistake not coming here. He made a huge mistake. If you are a small man, All Elite Wrestling should be on your top order, your top of your list. And no, I don't think Max is going anywhere. Stop saying that. What reason does Tony Khan have for Max to leave? Dude, Max is a gimmick. He is working you, not me, but he's working you marks. Like, he keeps on putting over Triple H and Vince McMahon on the damn microphone. You don't think Tony Khan sees that? He is allowing that because he's working you. Both of these guys are working you. It gives Max more heat if he puts over the competition. It gives him more heat as a villain. You don't see that? He's doing it to work you, to talk about him. Max is his strongest push guy. Why would he allow Max to walk away for nothing? Max is a homegrown talent. He's not going anywhere. He's not leaving. Khan is bending over backwards for this man. Why would he leave? He's not going anywhere. Stop talking about it. It's a work. He's working you as a gimmick. It's his gimmick to make you believe he wants to go to the other company. Dude, he's a world champion and he's part-time. What reason does he have to leave over Wardlow, right? Khan is bending over backwards for this small, short guy and not Wardlow. Wardlow has every reason to leave, not Max. That's why you are being worked. I'm tired of people in my comment section telling me they want Max in a different company. Why? He's a world champion. He's a world champion who works part-time. What reason does he have to leave? By that same logic, that's like saying Roman Reigns will leave. That's what you're saying. That's the same logic. What reason does Roman Reigns have to leave, right? By your logic. Let's play the logic game. Logically speaking, what reason does Max have to leave? Dude, Max is pouring drinks on kids, and Tony Khan is allowing that. You know how much freedom this man has? He's not going anywhere. All the shit he's allowed to say on the microphone, he will never be allowed to say on Raw or SmackDown. He will be neutered. And he knows that. So he's working you. He's not going anywhere. Where is he going? That's like saying Roman Reigns will leave for All Elite Wrestling. What? Why? He's part-time. He barely works. And he's their longest reigning champion. So why would he leave for AEW? Why would Max leave? Is Max being booked like shit? No. Wardlow is. Hobbs is. Look out for those guys to leave, not Max. That's stupid. It's like, dude, those three pillars, they were trashing Max on how he's booked, right? Freaking Darby, Sammy G, Jack Perry. They were saying that Max is lazy, that he barely works, and yet he is handed everything. So by logic, they are jealous of Max. So if Max has this high spot in this company, what makes you think he's fucking leaving? If other people are jealous of this guy's push, dude, CM Punk is fucking jealous of this guy's push. Make that make sense. Why would Max leave, dude? Stop saying that. You're being worked. That's his gimmick. He wants that crowd to hate him. That's cheap heat. That's very cheap heat. To say, oh, Vince McMahon is a genius for bearing you Adam Coleslaw. Bro, that's cheap ass heat that he knows that mark-ass crowd will fucking eat up. But dude, I'm a world champion. I'm being paid tons of money to work part-time. Why the fuck will I leave for a different company? So, but to get back to Wardlow, I do see him possibly leaving. Like I said, go back and watch that match he had with Soros. Look at the way he was walking to that ring. He knew he was losing. He did not look happy at all. He did not look like he wanted to be there. I do see him leaving. I did hear that his dream is to wrestle for the WWF. So I can see him leaving. Now, he ain't guaranteed to leave, but I wouldn't put it past him to leave. Because he's being booked like shit. My fucking God. It's like, man, there's no big men in this company that you take seriously. Hell, I take Wheeler Useless more seriously than Wardlow. Let that sink in. Here's why I take Wheeler Useless and Danny Garcia more seriously than I take Wardlow and Hobbs currently. If Wheeler Useless was to face Max for the world title, hell, I wouldn't put it past Khan if Max lost. That's what I mean. I wouldn't put it past Tony Khan to have Garcia beat OC. Right? If Wardlow was to face OC, Wardlow will lose. If Hobbs was to face OC, Hobbs will lose. That's what I mean. If Jack Perry was to face OC, I see OC losing. That's what I mean. There's more threats that are small men more than big men in this company. And it's never going to change. And they are wondering why they're getting low ratings. It's because casuals don't want their intelligence insulted. Why are we seeing big men being worked like jobbers? Brian Cage is a jobber now. J.O.B. He is solely used to be a lackey and a job guy to put small men over. If you want to book a small men strong, put him against Brian Cage. That's how Tony Khan is using Brian Cage. If you want Jack Perry to be taken seriously, he will book Jack Perry to beat Cage. Cage is being used as a jobber to enhance guys. Same as Big Cass. Same as Wardlow. Same as Hobbs. Like, I don't get it. I've never seen this before in my life. Not the 80s, 90s. Paul Heyman never did it. Carter never did it. Freaking Eric Bischoff never did this. Where you are pushing small men and you are burying all your big men as jobbers, as people we don't take seriously. It shouldn't get to a point where we take Orange Cassidy more seriously than all big men in this company. Like I said, I'm not saying you gotta push all big men, but you gotta push one. At least one. It's like you have no variety. If all of your small men are being booked strong, how is any of them supposed to stand out? If your ass got multiple giant killers, you got none. That's what I mean. How was Rey Mysterio was supposed to be built like a special guy if there was other small men being booked to beat giants too? Like I said, These are facts. Tony Khan is the worst booker in the history of professional wrestling. What part of that don't you understand? My God, man. It's not no Herb Abrams. It's not Bischoff. It's not Heyman. It's not fucking Anderson. It's Tony Khan. Look at his top guys. They are all small men. How can you take this company seriously when he jerks off to two fucking small men? I'm still pissed that Jack Perry is about to face Sonata for the world title. So I'm giving you evidence. This guy hates big guys. He looks at big men as jokes. He looks at big men as just big ass jocks. Dumb jocks. That's how he looks at Wardlow, as a big dumb jock. Hobbs, Cass, those are dumb jocks. Miro, he's a dumb jock in Khan's eyes. That's what I mean. Look, man, when I finally play All Elite Wrestling's Fight Forever, I'm telling you, man, I'm going to beat the shit out of Jack Perry on that game. I'm going to beat the shit out of Orange Cassidy in that game every week. I'm going to job out Jack Perry in that game every day. I'm going to use Jack Perry to test out my skills with other wrestlers, to test them out. He will be my crash dummy. My crash test dummy, man. I don't like Jack Perry. I don't like Jack Perry, man. I don't like OC now. Like I said, I can't wait to play that game. Those are going to be the two men that I beat up every day. That's it. I'm done.